Hi, this is Supriyo. So I have created a new Telegram channel which will become the central repository for all of the bank exam related things that I share. So I will be sharing PDFs, I will be sharing important links and all the important things that you need to get success in bank exam preparation. So you can join the channel from here, and if the link does not work, what you can do is you can go to your Telegram app and search for Supriyo Panda. You can just search for that without any space and you will find it. And this video, it will be about February 2020 current affairs. So all the important general awareness questions in MCQ format I will be presenting to you. Now note that there are a lot of sources out there who are covering daily current affairs, and there are a lot of different websites as well. So you do not really need daily coverage from me. What I do instead, I will pick all the most important current affairs questions of the month, and only all of these important questions I will put to you in an MCQ format, because this will be the best way in which you can have a very condensed approach and you can get the targeted questions answered. So this video will cover most of the questions from February 2020 and a few will be from January 2020. And if you like these types of videos, please let me know in the comments down below so that I can make more of them. And if you are new here, my mission is to help you get success in all the competitive examinations through the medium of self-study. So if you want to join me in this journey, please click on the subscribe button and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you, my friend, do not miss any future update. Let's jump right into it. Today I have selected a lot of interesting questions for you, and I am sure that you will enjoy all of these questions. Now you understand that a lot of effort goes into creating these videos, so I have to sift through 1000 or even more questions to get you these 100 questions. So I need something from you. What you need to do is take out a piece of paper and mark the right and the wrong answers. So mark whether you have got it right or wrong. Before I tell you the answer, always mark each question, and at the end of the video, please tell me in the comments how much you have scored. This is very important, because if you can do this, then you will understand where you stand. अगर थोड़े कम marks मिलते हैं तो कोई problem नहीं है, but the problem is if you are not trying. So just write down in the comments what you have scored. This will help you a lot, because later on when you return to these questions, you will understand how much you had scored the last time, and I am sure that you will improve. So this is all that I expect from you. Just write down how much you have scored. Remember, this is not the final examination. This is just practice for the final examination. So do not feel afraid. Just write down your score, because it will be a commitment to yourself, and you will understand that this exercise will actually help you improve, because you are admitting that today I am a little less, but tomorrow you are going to be the best. So let us begin. The first question: Indian Postal Department released commemorative stamp of legendary Indian footballer who passed away recently. Now this was actually done on the 82nd birthday of this legend, and he is actually only the third footballer in the history of Indian football to get his picture on a stamp. So who is it? It is none other than Chuni Goswami. And just remember, he has passed away recently, and also PK Banerjee, he was also a very distinguished footballer. He also recently passed away. So they were the legends of Indian football back when Indian football used to be a force to be reckoned with internationally. Let us move to question number 2. Name India's first model sports villages, Adarsh Khelgram, to develop sports in rural areas. The answer is Bahadurpur and Kheri Viran. Number 3. NHIDCL. So NHIDCL, what is this? It is the National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited. It has allocated rupees 2,379 crore to build which tunnel to ensure all-weather connectivity between Srinagar and Kargil. Now before I tell you the answer, remember this figure is also very important to remember for the examinations, because these days they will not only ask you the name of the tunnel, they will ask you the actual amount that had actually been allocated for this project. So make sure that you have noted down all of these important figures. The answer for this question, it is Z-Mode Tunnel. Question number 4. Where was World Future Energy Summit 2020 held? The answer is Abu Dhabi, UAE. Now remember that this Future Energy Summit 2020, all of these summits, you need to understand the themes of each of these summits. So I'll just put on the screen the theme for this summit. So in this way, all of the themes of the important summits you must memorize. It is very, very important. Do not forget to memorize the themes, because only knowing where it happened is not enough for the examinations. Let us move to question number 5. Who was appointed by the Supreme Court as chairman of the Supreme Court Committee on Road Safety? So who was it? It was Justice Abhay Manohar Sapre. Question number 6. According to Jal Shakti Rankings 2019, which state is the most water efficient in India? It is the most water efficient. The answer is Gujarat. Now also remember that New Delhi is the worst in the rankings. So the top position, it was actually given to Gujarat, and the bottom position, it was secured by New Delhi. So remember the bottom position as well. Let us move to question number 7. Census 2021 will ask which question among the following for the first time? The answer, it is main cereal eaten. Now remember that Census 2021, it will be a very, very important question for all of the bank examinations once it is fully done, but it is still some time away, because it has been actually rescheduled because of the lockdown and all the crisis that we are seeing. Another thing to remember in this census is that 31 total questions will be asked in 2021 census. This is very, very important that you note the number of questions, very important. And also you have to note that this is the first census where there will be 3 options in the gender. So there will be a male option, there will be a female option, and there will also be a transgender option. So transgenders are getting a lot of recognition. So this is something quite progressive about the survey 2021. So remember all of these facts. You need to understand all of these facts, because they can ask you any of these in the actual examination. Question number 8. India's rank in the first edition of Global Social Mobility Report 2020, published by the World Economic Forum. What's the rank? The rank is 76. Also remember which was the top rank. So number 1, it was actually secured by Denmark. So Denmark was the top ranking country in this ranking, and always whenever you are getting all of these indexes, India's rank is most important. Then remember the first rank and also the actual organization which is publishing this rank. So here it is World Economic Forum, right? So World Economic Forum, what's the headquarter? The headquarter is at Cologne, Switzerland. So remember the headquarters of this organization as well. So whenever you are reading, read comprehensively, and even when you are making these notes, just put it in a very small manner so that you can understand all of these facts. You have to remember a lot of facts to comprehensively cover the general awareness. Let us move to question number 9. According to World Gold Council, what is the rank of RBI among central banks buying sovereign gold abroad? So what is our ranking, the ranking of our RBI, Reserve Bank of India, in this foreign gold buying? The answer is 6th ranking. And which was the country which ranked number 1? So number 1, it was secured by China. And what is the name of the Central Bank of China? It is the People's Bank of China. So remember all of these facts. Let us move to question number 10. First woman third umpire in men's T20 internationals. So this is a very important news. The answer is Jacqueline Williams. Now this lady Jacqueline Williams, she is actually from Jamaica. So it is a very important news because earlier than this, in the men's T20 internationals, no female umpire was there. And also remember this name, Claire Polosa. She was the first woman umpire in one-day internationals. It was in 2019 when she had stood in. So she was for the ODIs, and for the T20s it is Jacqueline Williams. Let us move to question number 11. Question number 11. Which state legislative assembly cleared the proposal for 3 capitals? So now this state will be having 3 capitals. So the answer for this question, it is Andhra Pradesh. So which are the 3 cities that they have designated as capitals? They are Visakhapatnam, Amravati and Kurnool. So these 3 cities will be the shared capitals of Andhra Pradesh. Let us move to question number 12. According to UNCTAD report, what is India's rank among top 10 countries attracting FDI in 2019? So among the top 10, what is our rank? Our rank is 8th. So remember that the rank 1, the first position, it was actually secured by USA. And what is the exact amount of FDI? So exact amount of FDI for us, it is $49 billion. So $49 billion FDI we have attracted in 2019. And also remember the full form of UNCTAD, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. So let us move to question number 13 now. First state in India to approve a policy to lease agricultural land. So now this state has approved the policy for leasing of agricultural land, which was quite unprecedented in India. So the answer to this question, it is Uttarakhand. Let us move to number 14. National Startup Advisory Council will be headed by whom? So who will be heading it? It will be Piyush Goyal. So Piyush Goyal, as you know, he is our Minister of Commerce and Industry. So Piyush Goyal is going to be heading this Startup Advisory Council, and they are going to promote the development of the whole startup ecosystem, and a lot of things will be done by this council. Question number 15. Which country has taken over the chairmanship of the G77 countries for the year 2020? Now also note that 2020, it is the 75th anniversary of United Nations. So United Nations, as it was formed in 1945, it is the 75th anniversary of the United Nations, and the answer to this question, it is Guyana. Question number 16. From which train station in Andhra Pradesh was India's first fruit train flagged off carrying 980 tons of bananas? So it's a very important and a very interesting question. The answer to this is Tadipatri railway station. Now also note that this fruit train, it is going to be delivering all of these bananas to the ports, so the JNPT port, and it is going to be exported to Iran. So we are going to export it to Iran. So let us move to question number 17. Bank of Baroda signed pact with which credit rating agency to assess credit quality of SMEs? So which rating agency was this? It was CARE Ratings. Now credit rating agencies, we have talked a lot about CRAs in our previous videos. So I hope that you remember all of them, and they are the agencies which will be actually giving the various ratings to the bonds, to the various companies, etc., etc. So CARE Ratings and Bank of Baroda have partnered. Question number 18. Who is the new CEO of IBM? It's a very important question and a very, very important development. The answer is Arvind Krishna. Now remember, Arvind Krishna is also of Indian origin, and there are already lot of Indian origin CEOs out there. So we know about Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Alphabet, and we also know about Satya Nadella, who is also the chairman of Microsoft. So a lot of Indian CEOs we are seeing at the helm of these global companies. Let us move to question number 19 now. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, the CBIC? The answer, it is M. Ajit Kumar. Question number 20. Surajkund International Crafts Mela was inaugurated by President Kovind. Where was it held? So this is a very important crafts mela, and you must always remember the name. It is Haryana. Question number 21. First Indian woman to sign up for foreign football club, the Scotland's Women Premier League club, Rangers FC. So it's a matter of lot of pride for us, because this is the first time that a female footballer has been allowed to sign up for a foreign football club. So the answer to this, it is Bala Devi. So remember this name. Let us move to the next question. Which country left Commonwealth of Nations in 2016 and rejoined recently to become the 54th member of this? So which country was this? It was none other than Maldives. So they had some questions raised to them. That is why they had gone out of the Commonwealth of Nations. But right now, after 3 years, they have rejoined the Commonwealth of Nations. Question number 23. Which state among those with greater than 1 crore population won first position for implementation of PMMVY? So what is this PMMVY? It is the Pradhan Mantri Yojana, and which is the state which has secured the first position? It is Madhya Pradesh. Question number 24. Who was elected as the new Prime Minister of Iraq but had to step down? So this is a very interesting question. I'll tell you the answer first. So the answer is Muhammad Tawfiq Alawi. Now remember that this person, he was actually elected as the Prime Minister, but because of some political turmoil that is going through the country right now, he had to step down, and there were multiple people in the fray as well. But right now the current Prime Minister, if you want to know, it is Adil Abdul Mehdi. So he is the current Prime Minister, but this person, he had actually been elected, but he has right now stepped down. So let us move to the next question. Who is the new chairman of Coal India Limited? Now, whenever there is a new chairman of any PSU, please try to make a note of it, because these questions are highly important for all the examinations. So the answer to this question, it is Pramod Agarwal. Question number 26. Which bird was declared as the official mascot for 36th National Games of India 2020 to be held in Goa? The answer, it is Rubigola. Also note that this Rubigula bird, it is actually called the flame-throated bulbul, and it is the state bird of Goa. So it is going to be the official mascot. Let us move to question number 27. Who won the 2020 Australian Open men's singles and women's singles category? So both of these are very important. So any kind of major tournament of tennis or any kind of these kinds of tournaments, you must remember the men's singles and women's singles winners. If you can remember the doubles winners, it's good, but at least these two you have to remember. So the answer to this question, it is Novak Djokovic and Sofia Kenin, and it was actually the first title for Sofia Kenin, so remember her name especially well. Question number 28. India's biggest rural technical festival, which was held in Telangana. So the answer for this question is Antapragna 2020. Let us move to question number 29. Which was the first country in the world to declare a national emergency due to locust invasion? So we have heard about the locust invasions that have recently cropped up in many countries of the world, and this was the first country that had declared the national emergency. So which country was it? It was Somalia. So we know that Somalia is dealing with a lot of troubles, and this was just another trouble on this already very troubled country. And you must have heard about the Somalian pirates, and many Indian ships are even sometimes actually accosted by these pirates. So keep a note of those things. Also remember the capital of Somalia and the currency of Somalia. Let us move to question number 30. Which American company tied up with Eastern Railways to set up a pickup kiosk at Shialda railway station? So this American company, they are going to set up a pickup kiosk. The answer to this question, it is Amazon. Now what will the pickup kiosk actually do? This pickup kiosk, it will actually help people to get their whatever they have ordered, they can pick it up from that place in the railway station. So this will be actually very helpful for people to whom the deliveries could not have been made normally. Let us move to question number 31. Who has been chosen as Banker Magazine's Central Banker of the Year 2020? The answer for this is Jorgovanka Tabakovic. Now remember the name of this lady. She is actually the head of the National Bank of Serbia, and it is the Central Bank of Serbia basically. But also remember that Shri Shaktikanta Das, he has actually also won, but he has won in the Asia Pacific category. So in the international, in the world category, it was Jorgovanka Tabakovic, and in the Asia Pacific category, it was Shaktikanta Das. So make a note of this distinction when you read about this news. And also remember that the Banker magazine, it is actually owned by the Financial Times. Let us move to question number 32. Noted Hindi writer who won the first Matrubhumi Book of the Year Award 2020 for his translated book Blue is Like Blue. The answer, it is Vinod Kumar Shukla. Question number 33. HAL signed up with aerospace firm of which country to manufacture advanced UCAVs at Def Expo 2020 in Lucknow? So which is the country with which they had tied up? It is Israel. Now remember that they have actually tied up with Israel Aerospace Industries. So this is a big company in Israel which is going to be helping the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited to actually set up this UCAV. Now what is a UCAV? It is the Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle. So that is all about this news. Let us move to question number 34. Which country ended free entry for Indian tourists and will now charge 1200 rupees per day to tourists? Which is this country? It is Bhutan. So earlier we used to have very free entry to Bhutan, but now they will be charging to 1200 rupees to every tourist.
Let us move to question number 35. IOC has acquired a minority stake in which Israeli startup company? So which company is this? It is Finergy Limited. So remember the names of all of these companies with which we are tying up, or if we are picking up a stake, especially if a PSU is picking up the stake, then it is very, very important to remember. Let us move to question number 36. Jana Sevaka scheme was launched by which state for home delivery of various government services? So which state launched this? It was Karnataka. To number 37, IOC, Indian Oil Corporation, signed pact with which Russian oil firm to import 2 million metric tons of crude oil to India for the year 2020? So the answer for this is Rosneft. Question number 38. India's rank in the International Intellectual Property IP Index for 2020, which is published by, so remember always that who is publishing these indexes. So it is US Chamber of Commerce, GIPC. So they are publishing it, and what is the answer for this question? It is 40. So this is India's rank. So which country has been ranked number 1? It is USA. Let us move to question number 39. According to MOSPI's Periodic Labour Force Survey, PLFS, what is the rate of unemployment for 2017-18? So this is a very, very important question. The answer, it is 6.1%. Now remember, this is the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and this is the name of the survey. So this figure is very important. Also, another figure that is quite important to note is the labor force participation rate. So LFPR. So LFPR, what was the LFPR for 2017-18? It was 36.9%. So these two figures are very important, 6.1% and 36.9%. So make a note of both of these figures. Let us move to question number 40. Who became acting chief economist of the World Bank after resignation of Penny Goldberg? So after her resignation, who has come at the helm? It is Art Cry. Also make a note that Geeta Gopinath, she is actually the chief economist of the IMF. So we are talking about the World Bank over here, and it is Art Cry at this point of time. Let us move to number 41. Indian Navy to get delivery of third Scorpion class submarine in December 2020. What's the name of this submarine? The name is INS Karanj. Question number 42. India's first glass 4 bridge will replace the iconic Lakshman Jhula in which pilgrimage site? So there is an iconic Lakshman Jhula at this site, but now it's going to be replaced by a glass floor bridge. So the answer is Rishikesh, Uttarakhand. Let's move to question number 43. 22nd edition of India International Seafood Show IISS 2020 was held where? The answer, it is Kochi, Kerala. 44. Which state government will use drones for the first time for mapping villages to replace satellite work? So earlier there used to be satellite work and also manual work. This is all going to be replaced by drones. Which state is this? It is Madhya Pradesh. Question number 45. Name the Director-General of UNESCO who recently visited India. Who was this? This was Audrey Azoulay. And you must also remember the headquarters of UNESCO. So the UNESCO, it is headquartered in Paris, France. Remember that. And also remember the full form of UNESCO. It is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Let us move to question number 46 now. How much amount was remitted into India since 2018-19 by the 13.62 million Indian nationals staying abroad? A very, very important question. The answer is $118.3 billion. Now this is a very important figure, but this figure is also very important. So we have 13.62 million Indians who are non-resident Indians actually, and this is the amount that they have remitted to us since this 2018-19. So make a note of both of these figures. Let us move to question number 47. Who is the new Chief Executive Officer of Credit Suisse? The answer, it is Thomas Gottstein. Let us move to question number 48. Female NASA astronaut who returned to Earth after a record 328 days in space. She also did the first all-female spacewalk. So who was she? She was Christina Koch. And also note that Jessica Meyer and Christina Koch, these were the two female astronauts who had done the first all-female spacewalk. So it is very important that you remember both the names, not only the one name. Let us move to question number 49. Which metro rail becomes India's second largest operational metro project operational distance of 69.2 kilometers? The answer, it is Hyderabad Metro Rail. Also note that Delhi is the highest actually. So Delhi is number 1 in the amount of distance. So it has a distance of 231 kilometers. So Delhi is number 1 and number 2 is Hyderabad Metro Rail. Let's move to question number 50. Which Indian B school ranked 3rd in the global MOOC Business School Rankings 2020? The answer, it is IIM Bengaluru. So this is the institute that ranked 3rd, and MOOC, this is the massive open online courses. So in the MOOC rankings, they got a 3rd ranking. And which was the institute that got ranked number 1? It was HEC Paris. So they have got the rank number 1. Let's go to question number 51. When did RBI conduct FLW Financial Literacy Week 2020? The answer is February 10 to February 14, 2020. So remember these dates, February 10 to February 14. So it won't be a problem for many of you to remember because you are already familiar with one of the dates. And I have actually made a full RBI Current Affairs playlist. So if you are preparing for RBI Grade B or any relevant exams, you can go check it out. And also make sure to remember that the theme of this Financial Literacy Week, it was MSMEs. So the theme is very important and the dates are also very, very important. So let us move to question number 52. Total amount approved by Asian Development Bank to help Asia and Pacific tackle COVID-19. So the answer for this is $2 million. Question number 53. Who created world's first bulletproof helmet that can stop AK-47 bullet rounds from a distance as less as 10 meters? The answer, it is Major Anup Mishra. So this is a very proud moment for us as Indians because one of our own army majors has created this, and I hope that you are noting down your attempts and you are noting down which ones you are getting right and which ones you are getting wrong, because at the end you must comment and you must tell me how much you have scored. It's very, very important. So make sure that you are noting that down. Let us move to question number 54. Which state government launched 1500 crores Mukyamantri Parivar Samridhi Yojana? So who was this? This was Haryana. So Manohar Lal Khattar, the CM of Haryana, has actually launched this scheme. Question number 55. Which state will set up 1000 Kudumbashri hotels to provide subsidized meals at ₹25? The answer is Kerala. 56. International Judicial Conference 2020 was held in New Delhi. What was its theme? So as I told you, all themes are very important and this theme is Gender Just World. 57. Mumbai Airport unveiled world's largest export cold zone to store which commodities? So which commodities will be stored here? They are agro and pharma products. 58. Name the mascot of CMS COP13, the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species. The answer is Gibi, the Great Indian Bustard. So you must note this, and you must also note the theme of this convention. So all the important themes, mascots, these are something that you must note. Question number 59. The theme of the G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The answer is Realizing Opportunities of the 21st Century for All. 60. Who won the Best Actor Award in Dadasaheb Phalke International Film Festival Awards 2020? So who was it? It was Hrithik Roshan, and he has won it for his film Super 30. So also remember the name of the film. Let's go to next question. Who was presented with Science and Engineering Research Board's Women Excellence Award 2020? This was Dr. Neeti Kumar. Question number 62. India's youngest grandmaster who won the 34th Cannes Open 2020 chess tournament held at Cannes, France. So this person was also the second youngest grandmaster in the entire world. So who was he? He was Dommaraju Gukesh. 63. Whose book Death and Inside Story was launched by Vice President Venkaiah Naidu? So answer for this is Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. So he is a very important and a very renowned spiritual leader, and his book was launched by the Vice President. Question number 64. When is Central Excise Day celebrated in India? So the date, it is February 24. And just remember that this was the date on which the CBSE had actually been formed, and so they celebrate it as the Central Excise Day every year. Question number 65. Kerala police have integrated one number for police, medical and fire emergencies. So what is that number? The number is dial 112. Question number 66. Educational scheme launched by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy for financial assistance of 2,300 crores to students. So what is this scheme? It is Jaganna Vashti Divana. Question number 67. Where was the famous Losar festival celebrated recently? It was celebrated in Dharamshala, Himachal Pradesh. And like this, important festivals you must note and you must remember where they were celebrated and the exact location of the celebration as well. Question number 68. Which state emerged as the best under direct benefit transfer DBT payouts rating for 2019-20? So which was the best state? It was Haryana. And also remember that West Bengal was the worst state. So for DBT transfers, WB was the worst state and the best state was Haryana. So try and always remember the first and the last positions in these kinds of situations. Question number 69. First state to achieve 100% LPG coverage by implementation of PMUI scheme, which is the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. So this state, it is Himachal Pradesh. Let's move to question number 70. How much amount was allocated by NABARD to Jammu and Kashmir under RIDF to boost rural infrastructure? A very important question, and the answer is 400.64 crore rupees. Now also you must note this RIDF, it is the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, and you must remember that anytime the PSL shortfall happens, so you know that banks, they must maintain 40% of their loans in the PSL categories. The priority sector lending must be done. So if they are not able to maintain that much, then the amount that is the shortfall, they must deposit in the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, in the RIDF, and that is how this fund is being actually used by the NABARD to give assistance to various states. So let us move to question number 71. Microsoft collaborated with which bank to train differently abled people to find jobs in the BFSI sector? So BFSI is the banking, financial services and insurance sector. So the answer to this, it is SBI, the State Bank of India. Let us go to question number 72. Now this is a very important question. World's oldest government leader who resigned as Malaysia's Prime Minister at the age of 94. The answer, it is Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Now I have already made a video on this person. Actually it was a video on the East Asian crisis of 1997, and there I have actually talked about his role, and he is actually kind of a legend in the Malaysian government. So if you have some interest towards economics, you can go check that video out. It's a very interesting video and you will be learning a lot of things. Question number 73. New chairman and managing director of NHPC, National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. Who is he? He is Abhay Kumar Singh. Question number 74. A 4,000-year-old crafts village was unearthed in Babaniya village near which city? So the city, it is Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. And the Banaras Hindu University, this was the institute that actually found it. Question number 75. The e-commerce mobile app launched in Tiruchi, Tamil Nadu for promoting self-help group products. SHG stands for self-help group. So the answer for this is Tirumati Cart. Question number 76. 5th edition of India-UK bilateral air exercise held at Hindon Air Force Station in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh is called. The answer is Indra Dhanush. And also note that Sampriti 9, this was also a recent exercise that was conducted between India and Bangladesh. So all these types of army exercises are very important to note. So like Sampriti, India, Bangladesh, Indra Dhanush, it is between India and UK, and even Nasim Albar, this is between India and Oman. So these types of things are very important. Let's move to question number 77. First state to launch Unified Vehicle Registration Card, and second to launch Unified Driving License. So this state, it is Madhya Pradesh. 78. Most polluted city in the world according to World Air Quality Report 2019 compiled by IQAir Visual. So which is this city? It is Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh. Now you also must remember the actual rank of India. So India has ranked in the 5th position. So we are the 5th most polluted country in the world. And which was the most polluted country? The most polluted country is Bangladesh. So they are in the rank 1. And which is the cleanest country? So the cleanest country is the Bahamas. And you also must remember the rank of India, the actual value of India in the PM 2.5. So in the PM 2.5 levels, what is our actual value? It is 58.1. So try and note all of these important things which I am telling you, because these are also very likely to be asked in the examination. Let's move to question number 79. Which new stadium hosted President Trump on his first visit to India on the lines of American Howdy Modi event? So which was the stadium? It was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Stadium. And this Howdy Modi event, it was actually held in Houston, Texas. So remember the name of the place where Howdy Modi was actually held. Question number 80. What was the growth rate of CIC, currency in circulation, over the last 5 years, financial year 2014-15 to financial year 2018-19? The answer is 10.2%. So this was the growth rate of the currency in circulation. So as you understand, cash is still king. Even though we are trying to push digital, it is not so easy. Let's move to the next question. 81. Head of 9-member IRDAI panel to look into possibility of allowing insurers to offer indemnity-based health policies. The answer, it is G. Srinivasan. Now there are two kinds of policies actually right now that are being discussed. So one type we already have, which is the fixed income, the fixed benefit actually. So fixed benefit insurance policy that we already have. And now indemnity based insurance policy, what it will actually do, it will actually insure up to the amount that is actually expended. So if the insurance is for 10 lakhs and only 4 lakhs is used, then this indemnity policy, it will only pay out 4 lakhs. So there is a lot of flexibility in this type of a policy, but the Indian government, the IRDAI, they want to be watchful and then slowly they want to roll it out. So that's why this this committee has actually been formed. Question number 82. India is ranked 3rd in Hurun Global Rich List 2020. How many dollar billionaires does India have? So how many dollar billionaires do we have? The answer, it is 137. So we have 137 dollar billionaires. And also note that rank 1, number 1 position, it is actually secured by China, and China, believe it or not, has 799 billionaires. So can you believe it? They have such a high number of billionaires. And the rank 1, it has been actually given to Jeff Bezos of Amazon. So he has around $140 billion. And coming to Indians, in the 9th position we have Mukesh Ambani. So the highest ranked Indian is in the 9th position. Question number 83. New president and CEO of MasterCard. So who is the new president and CEO? It is Michael Maybach. So earlier we used to have Ajay Pal Singh Banga, Ajay Banga, but now Michael Maybach will be his successor. So remember both of the names. Question number 84 now. Name the app launched by Labour Minister Santosh Kumar Gangwar for ESIC beneficiaries. So Employee State Insurance Corporation beneficiaries. The app, it is Santusht app. Question number 85. 8,000-year-old carbon was found in the world's deepest blue hole in the South China Sea. So it is called what? It is called Yongle Blue Hole. And it's a very important tourist site as well in the South China Sea. Question number 86. Former Egyptian president who passed away in Cairo, Egypt at the age of 91. This is also a very famous personality and you must remember the name. It is Hosni Mubarak. Very important. Let us move to question number 87. India will host first artificial intelligence summit in New Delhi named what? So the name, it is RAISE 2020. So RAISE, the full form of this also is very important. It is Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment. So make sure that you note the full form of this. So let us move to number 88. Conference on Enhancing Energy Cooperation in the BIMSTEC region was held where? It was held in Dhaka, Bangladesh. 89. RBI's working paper, Nowcasting Indian GDP Growth using a dynamic factor model, contains how many indicators? This is a very important question. The answer is 12 indicators. Now remember that they have actually talked about 6, 9 and 12, some incremental indicators. So I'll just show you the indicators. So it's just theoretical as of now, but later on maybe we will be seeing some usage of this. Let's move to number 90. India's first non-life insurer to use WhatsApp for policy documents delivery, renewal notices and claim intimation. So which is this company? It is Bharti AXA General Insurance. 91. Russian tennis star and 5-time Grand Slam winner who recently retired from tennis at 32 years of age. So who is this? It is Maria Sharapova. She is a very famous Russian tennis star and you must all be knowing about her. So note that she has retired right now. Number 92. Which state was the best performer in NCAER Land Records and Services Index in terms of digitizing land records? So the answer is Madhya Pradesh. And also remember the full form of NCAER. It is the National Council of Applied Economic Research. So let's move to question number 93. HDFC Bank ties up with which company to launch co-branded credit card ka-ching powered by MasterCard? It is Indigo. So they have tied up with Indigo for this credit card. Let's move to number 94. Name the first animal that can survive without oxygen discovered by Israeli researchers. Very interesting question. The answer is Henegua salminicola. Now this creature that has been discovered actually, so this creature, it can survive without oxygen. It does not even have the mitochondria genome. So this is a very interesting creature that has been discovered. Question number 95. Vedic Scholar and Kannada Rajyotsava awardee known as Gandhi's postman who passed away at 123 years of age. This is a very important question, and this gentleman, he was almost 123. He was born in 1897. Can you imagine? He was the oldest living Indian and he has unfortunately passed away. So who is he? He is Pandit Sudhakar Chaturvedi. So if you have some time, go read about this gentleman. He was a very distinguished gentleman, a freedom fighter, and he was with Gandhi for almost 40 years. So this is a very interesting story, and I myself have seen documentaries on him. So it's a very interesting story and a very interesting question as well. Question number 96. Let's go to 19th edition of World Productivity Congress 2020 will be held where? It will be held in Bengaluru, Karnataka. 97. Indian Railways launched its first restaurant on wheels where? So it was launched in Asansol Station, West Bengal. Question number 98. Wordline India Digital Payments 2019 report adjudged which city to top the list across India. So which was the city that topped the list? It was Bengaluru. So Bengaluru is the best city for digital payments. Let's go to number 99. Forest Man of India and environmentalist Padma Shri who won 6th Swami Vivekananda Karma Yogi Award 2020. Who is this? It is Jadav Molai Paeng. So finally we are going to question number 100. According to UNDP India, which is the #1 state in the decent work and economic growth category of the Sustainable Development Goals Index. So which is this state? It is Telangana. So now we are going to the final question, question number 101. So I hope that you have attempted all of these questions and marked your answers. Please write down in the comments below how much you have scored, because I want to know who has scored the highest in this quiz. So let's move to the final question. It is question number 101. How many Indian cities are in the top 10 of TomTom Traffic Index 2019 with the world's worst traffic index? So they rank the world's worst traffic. The answer, it is 4 Indian cities. So 4 Indian cities are there, and of course rank 1 should not be any surprise. It has been awarded to Bengaluru. Anybody who's been there will be knowing about the Bengaluru traffic. And the best country as well, you have to remember, the best city is Abu Dhabi in the UAE. So that is all with our 101 questions. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope that you have learned something from this video and that it was beneficial to you. If you like this video, please leave a like and please share this video with your friends. And if you want to see more of this content, please subscribe to the channel and do not forget to ring the bell icon so that you, my friend, do not miss any future update. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.